My heart rate feels a little elevated just talking about this whole experience. So I will begin with the meet and greet, because that's when the experience really began. We slowly work our way up, we go past the merch table. My friend bought a vinyl, which she then had them sign when it was her turn, so that's pretty cool. I did not have any merch money, and I figured since I was getting merch from the whole experience, like it came with the VIP pass, that I would just stick with that and it would be good, which it was. I went in when I got home and marked whose signatures were which, so I would not forget. So I got that. I got the laminate, which has the tour dates on the back, and this was like the VIP laminate thing. And then I also got this t-shirt, which hopefully you'll be able to see if I do this. Yep. So that was the merch. But that was not the most important thing about this meet and greet. Not even the signatures. The most important part of it was actually talking to them, because they were so nice. Oh my goodness, they were super sweet. I told them about how I had seen them when they were touring with Fall Out Boy, and then when I found out they were doing a headline tour, I had to be there, and I'm pretty sure they just thought I was a super cute tiny person, which I kind of understand. I am a tiny person, and yeah. And then they were just like, alright, well, come on in, we'll take the picture. And so I slide in next to Lynn, and as I'm walking, she looks down at my feet and tells me she likes my boots. These are the boots in question. And Brian said he wouldn't want to be kicked by them, and then that was all it took for me to have a completely, totally non-nervous, genuine smile in the picture, which I will put right here. Yeah, at the beginning of the meet and greet, they told all of us there would not be time for hugs, but I totally got a side hug from Lynn, which is... oh my goodness. And then we go upstairs, and we go into the actual concert venue. Now, we were about halfway down the line, so there's a considerable number of people already at the barricade. Because we are both short people, we're like, can we squeeze in a little closer, guys? Because we're not going to be able to see, and you will be able to see over us, we promise. And so a couple of people kind of looked at each other and were like, yeah, okay. So instead of being 4 rows of people back, we were second row, right behind the people who were at the barricade. And I was standing right behind 2 people who were relatively tall, but short enough that I could see easily over their shoulders. And the microphone was right there. During the show, I did get into a little bit of a hip check battle with another person who wanted to be able to see where I was seeing, but I was not about to move. That was my spot in the crowd, and no one else could have it. Finally, the other person moved over, and someone else kind of moved into that spot who was not quite so greedy and also taller, which probably helped. I like that person a lot better, not just because they gave me water partway through the set, which was nice. I appreciated that, but they were also just generally not quite as annoying. The openers come out. They were both fantastic. Their names were Cruiser and Lydia, and they were both great, and I'm going to have to look into their music more. Halfway through the second set, my friend couldn't handle the crowd anymore, so she left and went up on the balcony, which was a good thing because her signed vinyl would not have survived that crowd once PVRIS came out on the stage. The first song they played was my favorite PVRIS song. So I got a full video of my favorite song being performed live from 2 rows of people back. Oh my goodness, it was so good. It was so good. They finished their last song, and the band goes off stage. The whole crowd goes a little bit crazy for an encore. They're chanting for more music. They're chanting the band's name. Everybody's getting really kind of anxious and riled up a little bit. And they start moving stuff on the stage, which makes me a little nervous because it looks like they're pulling stuff away, but all the lights are still down, so there's got to be more happening. And then a few feet to the left of where I'm standing, they start bringing in one of those big, black and silver gear boxes, the stuff they put all of the sound equipment in when they're moving it, and they, line it up by the stage right next to where they were moving stuff away. And then, the energy in the first few rows where you could see that went crazy, because everyone knows that means she's gonna get off the stage. And we were not disappointed, because in the next song, she comes down off the stage and interacts with the fans. She's like running back and forth, touching people's hands and stuff. And I touched her a total of 4 times during the set, not least of all during the last song, the very last one they played. She climbed up on a riser that was just the other side of the barricade, like part of the barricade, which was literally like a foot to my left. She was right there on the other side of a person from me. And I was able to squeeze my hand through the sea of people and other arms and get up there, and I had my hand on her arm like this, basically the entire time she was standing there. Yep. That totally happened. So yeah, all in all, I had a fantastic time. That band is so good live, I can't even fathom it or put it into words. It's ridiculous. They're so good. And yeah, I'm definitely going to have to see them live again. 100% definitely going to have to see them again. That pretty much sums up how my week has been. I hope you are feeling better and that this whole thing with the work and the disability thing works out for you. I'm really sorry that it's come down to that, and that's really unfortunate. But I will see you tomorrow. So, bye!